When Honda takes a classic and gives it a modern twist, the result is always something extraordinary, and the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro is living proof of that legacy. This isn't just another nostalgic remake, it's a powerful evolution of one of the world's most beloved motorcycles, now reborn for the riders who crave both style and substance. The Super Cub has always been about accessibility, dependability, and simplicity, but this new 160 Enduro version takes those virtues and adds a adventure-ready personality that completely redefines what the Cub lineage stands for. It's not just a daily commuter, it's a versatile machine that's as comfortable on city streets as it is on dirt trails. At first glance, the 2026 Super Cub 160 Enduro demands attention. The iconic step-through silhouette remains, but the details tell a different story. Everything looks tougher, more muscular, and purpose-built. Honda's designers have wrapped the familiar Cub frame in a semi-dual sport aesthetic: a raised front fender, spoked wheels, knobby dual-purpose tires, and a beef-tube suspension setup that gives it an undeniable off-road presence. The round LED headlamp sits high, framed by a protective metal guard, while the handlebars are wider and slightly raised for better control on uneven surfaces. The matte steel body panels are paired with brushed aluminum accents and subtle 160 Enduro graphics that blend modern adventure styling with the timeless Cub DNA. It's the perfect mix of retro charm and contemporary aggression. Underneath the classic lines lies a heart that's been completely re-engineered. The Super Cub 160 Enduro packs a 157cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine derived from the new generation Adverb 160 platform. It delivers around 15.5 horsepower and 14.2 Newton-meters of torque, offering a surprising amount of punch for a lightweight machine. But more importantly, it's tuned for versatility, smooth and refined for city cruising, yet responsive enough for light trail rides and weekend adventures. The engine's improved fuel injection system ensures crisp throttle response and excellent fuel efficiency, clocking in at around 48 km/L. That means you can cover serious ground on a single tank, whether you're commuting to work or exploring unpaved backroads. The transmission remains Honda's tried-and-true semi-automatic 4-speed gearbox, allowing effortless gear changes without the need for a clutch lever. It's part of what makes the Super Cub so accessible to all kinds of riders, from beginners to veterans who just want a relaxed, engaging ride. But for 2026, Honda has refined the gearbox to deliver smoother shifts and reduced vibration, even when the bike is pushed hard off-road. Combined with a new assistant slipper clutch system, it ensures better control during rapid deceleration or downhill sections. The chassis setup on the 2026 Super Cub 160 Enduro is a major upgrade. Honda has equipped it with a reinforced backbone frame made from high-tensile steel, designed to withstand the rigors of off-road riding while maintaining the agility the Cub is known for. Up front, you'll find 31mm telescopic forks with extended travel, while the rear features twin shock absorbers with adjustable preload, giving it genuine rough-road capability. The seat height has been raised slightly to 795mm to provide better ground clearance, but it remains approachable for most riders thanks to the narrow seat design. The bike weighs just 128 kilograms, keeping it light and nimbly a true advantage when maneuvering through tight spaces or tackling dirt paths. Braking performance has also been elevated. A 220mm front disc and 190mm rear disc, both paired with Honda's single-channel ABS, ensure reliable stopping power across varying conditions. The system has been calibrated for mixed surface performance, meaning it won't interfere too abruptly when braking on gravel or loose dirt. The wheels are now 17-inch spoked units wrapped in semi-knobby tires, perfect for mixed terrain use and giving the bike that authentic Enduro stance. Riders will immediately appreciate the ergonomic upgrades. The handlebar position is wider and slightly higher, providing more leverage and comfort during longer rides. The new dual-density seat adds comfort and durability, while the footpeg placement gives a natural, upright riding posture that works equally well on tarmac or trails. The minimalistic instrument cluster has been upgraded to a semi-digital LCD display with a gear position indicator, trip meter, fuel gauge, and a compact compass, featuring small details that hint at the Enduro's adventurous intent. Honda even included a USB-C charging port near the handlebar, acknowledging the modern rider's need to stay connected on the go. Lighting is fully LED, and the headlight features adaptive illumination that adjusts its brightness based on ambient conditions. The taillight and indicators follow a sleek, compact design that complements the bike's rugged charm. The exhaust system, now upswept and finished in matte black, not only improves ground clearance but adds to the motorcycle's adventurous silhouette. What makes the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro particularly special is its unique blend of old and new. It's retro without being nostalgic, and modern without losing character. It's for riders who appreciate history but live for the future. The sound of the engine has been tuned for a slightly throatier note, adding just enough growl to remind you this isn't your grandfather's Cub. Whether you're riding through crowded urban streets or carving through muddy tracks, It feels composed, capable, and undeniably fun. From a performance standpoint, it's not about raw power, it's about balance. The engine's torque delivery is smooth and linear, making it easy to control even for less experienced riders. The handling is light and predictable, allowing you to flick it through corners or navigate tight city alleys with ease. On gravel or dirt, the suspension soaks up bumps impressively, offering stability and comfort far beyond what you'd expect from a bike of this class. It's a reminder that Honda knows how to engineer confidence into every part of their machines. Another standout feature is the fuel economy and reliability factor, two things Honda never compromises on. The Super Cub 160 Enduro can easily handle long journeys without worry. With a 5.1-liter fuel tank and its frugal fuel consumption, it's capable of covering over 240 kilometers before you need to refuel. Maintenance remains simple and affordable, a hallmark of the Cub lineage that continues even as technology advances. In terms of technology, the Enduro comes with Honda Smart Key System, which includes keyless ignition, an anti-theft alarm, and a seat opening function. The system adds a layer of modern convenience to a bike that's built to endure. There's even a small underseat storage compartment that's just big enough for a rain jacket or a few essential practical touches that remind you Honda still thinks like real riders do. When it comes to pricing, Honda has managed to keep the Super Cub 160 Enduro surprisingly affordable given its upgrades and purpose-built design. Expected to launch with a price tag around $3,800 to $4,200, or roughly PKR $1,250,000 in some Asian markets, it positions itself as an attainable adventure machine for riders who want style, substance, and reliability without breaking the bank. Considering its mix of performance, premium components, and timeless design, it's one of the most value-packed small displacement bikes of 2026. For many, the magic of the Super Cub has always been about its universality. Everyone, from beginners to collectors, seems to love it. The 2026 Super Cub 160 Enduro continues that tradition but adds a bold new flavor. It's not just a ride, it's a statement that says, you can go anywhere, and you'll look good doing it. It's practical enough for the weekday grind yet adventurous enough for the weekend escape. Whether you're a nostalgic fan of the Cub heritage or a modern rider looking for something versatile,